What's up, everybody? This is Zach Rice. We're back again with more of Avernum Escape from the Pit. This time we're in the Abyss. We're in the town of Spire now, so let's explore. We have an ogre right there, among other things. There is a large stone platform here. A huge, crude wooden chair stands in the center. The chair features metal loops so that prisoners can be easily secured in it. It appears to be a permanent fixture of the town square. The chair and the stone beneath are splattered with blood. This is where those who run afoul of the laws of Spire are brought for harsh and often fatal discipline. You meet a short, muscular woman with long, black hair and a leather jerkin. She stands in front of a fine, carved wooden chair and watches you carefully. The floor of her meeting room is actually made of wood. She must be very wealthy. She inspects you carefully, and she doesn't like what she sees. The rumors were true. Armed voles, Avernite adventurers, clearly with great skill. I am Mina, and I'm in charge here. Do your business and move on. You are in charge here? I'm the boss in this town. The mayor. I watch over things. I don't want any interference. You do your business, and when you get called a vole, take it as a compliment. This town has a mayor? Yes, vole. I run this town. No thievery, no killing, no trouble. Anyone messes up, and I stretch their necks. That goes for voles too. I'm not here to interfere. So you say, I've had you vole visitors before. You come here all high and mighty, seeing your rejects, and you think you can do what you want. Take what you want. Well, I'll kill you in a cold second if you don't behave. And Micah can't do a thing about it. Believe it. I don't like getting called a vole. Tough. Get used to it. That's what we call you. You try to live in this pit and make your own docile copy of the hell above. Well, we're free and we'll stay free no matter where you throw us. Mina sits in her wooden chair and watches you. Her fingers idly trace over the pommel of her blade. You have more to say? Spit it out, but remember, this is the Abyss. You aren't welcome here. Could you tell us, I'm not going to say number 2 because I think that's going to really set her off. Could you tell us something about the Abyss? Gladly, Bull. There are 2 source people sent to Avernum. Docile fools who hope in vain for normal life. They live in Avernum. And spirited fighting souls who live by no rules but their own. And they come here. They choose to come here? This is the Abyss, the freest place in the world. Free of the Empire and free of you. And we don't care for your kind, so have a care when you walk around here. That's your fair warning. Does your freedom ever extend to stealing from Avernum? People here are the same as everywhere else. We do what we have to survive, nothing less. Can you tell me more about Spire? One of the 2 free cities of the Abyss. The other is Barga, to the north. I am proud of my little town, so I won't speak for it. Instead, you can walk around and see for yourself. Just don't break the laws, or else. Or else what? You see that chair just outside? People who misbehave get strapped into it and dealt with. Some survive to get out of it again. Not all. I'm honestly glad I didn't give the package to her, though, that I had from Dexter. Because she clearly is not welcoming to Avernites anyway. An aged crone sits hunched behind the counter. Decades of alchemy have left her hands and arms permanently stained green. She coughs heavily and spits something nasty into a bit of rag. Then she says, I'm Eunice. Finest, she coughs again. Potions. I have potions. Make them myself. Have a look, Vole. She struggles to regain her breath. Tell me about your wares. You can purchase potions here. Nothing fancy like you Voles make. Best we can do with the herbs up here. Where do you get your supplies? We make do with what your lot lets us have. Broken glassware, moldy herbs. You let us buy your trash and nothing else. You let the Abyss survive, but only just. Her outburst triggers a coughing fit. It continues for almost a minute and leaves her breathless. Why did you call me a vole? She makes a hissing noise at you. 'Cause I hate voles. It's people like you who put us here in this pit with the giants and thieves. Now do your business with me and get out of my shop. Una sits, coughing and wheezing in a rocking chair. The years of mixing noxious brews have not been good for her lungs. I like to do some shopping. Eunice's potions have a fraction of the power of similar brews made in Avernum proper. Still, they are better than nothing. And of course she's going to charge a lot because it's us. I don't need anything. Then leave me be, she coughed. Several stocks have been erected here. Wrongdoers are tied to them and pelted with garbage, stones, and worse. This is a pretty tough town. A hefty, greasy man watches you carefully as he tends to his kitchen. He is surrounded by slabs of disreputable-looking meat and loaves of grainish bread. I'm Eustace, he grumbles. I'll sell food to anyone, as long as the money's there. So what's for sale? Well, you can purchase dry food here for wherever you're going. There are some interesting sights around here. What sights do you recommend? He grins, showing you a mouthful of rotting teeth. Just leave town and wander around for a while. I'm sure some of the loyal and friendly residents of the Abyss will come and greet you eventually. Just be sure to buy some rations before you go. Eustace tends to his food as he browses the shop. He's currently busy cutting patches of greenish mold off a haunch of lizard meat. I want to buy some rations. Eustace offers you a variety of rations for the road. His goods are both expensive and disgusting. You have a poor selection. Looking for anything? He grimaces. Yeah, we need good, cheap ale. Can't make anything decent up here. You voles make the best. I'll give you 10 coins a bottle for it. I have some cheap ale for you. He takes your ale, complains bitterly about the price he agreed to, insults you a few times, and then pays you. You've sold me all the ale I need. Thanks, fool. You've made you've made a lot of brigands happy. I don't need anything. He nods and returns to work, adding chunks of unidentifiable organ meat to a pot of stool. Man, I can hardly talk. But yeah, he only take 30 ale, so whatever extra you have, you can just get rid of now. It doesn't have any value anyway, so you can just drop it. Let's put it in here. This looks like a... What is this supposed to be? An oven? Let's go ahead and just put it in the bags here. Spire is defended by a motley band of retired brigands and mercenary ogres. To say they don't want to talk to you would be a dramatic understatement. You meet a slight, young woman with angular features. She sits and drinks heavily. What are you in town for? Not much. I'm waiting for my scimitar to be repaired. Oh, is it a nice weapon? That doesn't seem to be what she wanted to hear. She ignores you. You're being watched by a man with uneven teeth and a huge cavewood club at his belt. He wipes the counter with a dirty rag. I'm Harry, and this is my inn. It's for good, loyal folks of the Abyss, not for you. What can I order? We don't serve drinks to voles. We have rooms, though. A nice room and the common room. No trouble from you, and if something of yours gets stolen, I don't care. I won't be staying here. No, I don't think you will. He turns and walks away. Heard any interesting rumors? Yeah, I heard that a vole just came into town and started poking around. Not a very safe thing to do, if you ask me. Could suffer an accident. He turns and walks away. I wonder if in the original Avernum game, if you did stay in the common room, then you would lose like money or an item. But Terra seems like an interesting character. If we had to say something special to her. Oh, we got some rats here. Let's explore the outside really quick. I'm not going to go in a super passageway because that's going to come into play a little bit later. Okay, we'll talk to that guy here in a minute, but let's go ahead and... You meet a very tall man with a permanent sneer worn into his face. He says, "I'm Cliff. Cliff the Smith. What do you want?" "What do you sell here?" He spits at your feet. "I don't like to sell to voles, but I'll give you a break. I got some armor and weapons I'll load on you. Let me see your wares." Cliff will only let you buy his worst wares, and he charges ridiculous prices for them. He also insults you whenever possible. "I would like to sell something." "I don't need anything." "Then get out of my shop, vole." A greasy man with stained clothes dozes in a chair behind a desk. When you enter, he awakes with a start and gives you a nasty look. "Ah, I'm Imp Whistle, and you are a vole adventurer, unless I miss my guess. Something about you has set him to scheming. Why are you hiding back here?" He shrugs. "What are you selling?" "I supply goods from all over Avernum. I buy, sell, and don't ask questions. You look to be a vole, but your money's as good as any, so you can buy something if you want. But if you plan some thievery, watch it. Why don't you ask questions?" "Because sometimes it's not safe to know the answers. What's there to steal around here?" His mouth twists into a wicked grin. "Yes, well, there are some things here you might want to steal, but I'm not the one to ask. If you meet a man named Scab, ask him about the circlet. There are some people here who'd like to see that thing disappear. Tell me about the circlet." "I'd be happy to, but it wouldn't make Mina happy. When Mina is unhappy with someone, they spend time in the chair. Not my preferred way of passing an afternoon, if you get my meaning." It Whistle watches you from behind his counter. Something about you is causing him to think hard. It is an unaccustomed exertion for him. What are you... "Let me take a look at your goods." It Whistle sells a motley assortment of goods, most likely all stolen from Avernum and fenced here. Again, it doesn't look like any of this stuff is worth buying here. "I don't need anything." "Then move on. I don't want to be seen talking to a vole." But it is interesting that he brings up that we can steal something if we wish. A man sits with his legs up on the table. He's sharpening an axe. He doesn't look up at you. Want to enter the games? This is the place. Do you know what this building is for? This is the arena. I'm the arena master. What goes on in the arena? I don't expect fools such as yourself to appreciate the fine art of blood sport, but we enjoy it immensely. Combat between criminals, gladiators battling captive Slyths and giants. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing, and we can always use gladiators. If you want to enter, let me know. I don't want to enter the games. Your decision. I respect your right to be a coward. He resumed sharpening his axe. A massive ogre sits at the entrance of the arena. He looks at you with contempt. For you, admission is 20 gold. She grunts. That seems high, but what can you do? You pay her. She stamps your hand. You're free to enter. An extremely nondescript man walks to the arena with dull eyes. The only interesting thing about him is his long rapier and the scabs on his hands. He says, without turning to look at you, "Folks call me Scab. Don't like the name, but it stuck. Say your business and make it quick." What are you looking at? I'm busy. Move on. I am an adventurer. Heard anything interesting? He turns and looks at you briefly. Really? He returns to watching the arena. You know, there's a person living here named Mina. I'd like to know more about her. She's the mayor. Runs this place like her own personal hell. Thieves that don't work for her die. Don't like that. Well, she's got this magic silver circlet. We aren't sure what it does or if she knows how to use it, but she keeps threatening to use it to do something dangerous. Thieves tend to be a superstitious lot, or threats do a lot to keep them in line. That's why some of us try to steal it, and we failed. How did you fail? She found out. She doesn't know I was in on it, but the others were killed. They died slow in the chair. 2 of us lived. One's far away now. Anyway, to get her back, to get that troll, I want to see someone steal it. I'll steal the circlet. Can you help me? Maybe. First, I want to see if you're good enough. Go fight in the arena. You win and I'll tell you how to get to the circlet. Let's go ahead and save that for later, though. The arena ogre snorts at you. I'm not paid to talk. If I got something to say to you, I'll say it. Okay, the arena part is pretty challenging, so we are going to have to come back to that later, as far as the circlet goes, so just go ahead and move on for now. I mean, it's only 10 coins, it's not that big of a deal to me. Sign says, Barga, North, beware of giants and bandits. The savage and shredded body of a soldier has been left here. He was probably killed sometime in the last year, seared by firebolts. The fragments of armor remaining on the body seem to be from the surface world. You search the area. You find a small cluster of farms surrounded by dense walls, pits, and fields of caltrops. The people are working the rows of mushrooms are alert, scared, and ready to defend themselves at a moment's notice. They are having a very hard time scratching out a living. These caves are very marshy and choked with poisonous toadstools. The water is salty and sulfurous. The farmers are getting very little food for their efforts. You start to approach the farmers, but since you're from Avernum, they want nothing to do with you. You meet a patrol of soldiers from Barga, the city to the north. They warn you to watch out. There are hostile giants and brigands from the city of Spire to the south. Then, satisfied that you aren't a danger to them or Barga, or to Barga, they continue to patrol the road. Okay, now we found Barga. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and save the game right here, but I'll see you all soon with the next part of Let's Play.